Hi everyone and welcome to Steam Powered Family. Today we have a really cool rubber band car project. This is a great follow-up on our water car projects and our balloon powered car projects. So we're going to gather up our supplies. These templates are available free of charge on the Steam Powered Family website. And we're just going to grab some cardboard and cut out the shapes. And then it's a little hard to see in the video here, but we have some lines on the template there that indicate where the axles are going to need to be put through on the cardboard. So we're just making some marks on the cardboard so we know where this goes. And there we go, doing the last ones there. Perfect. And we are using double wall cardboard for this, and we need two pieces because we want it nice and strong. Now on a piece of single wall cardboard, just thinner cardboard there, we're going to make those circles and cut those out. Now we're going to glue the two pieces together. It's really important that we make the base nice and strong so it doesn't bend when we stretch our elastic across it to power our rubber band car. So we're going to let that sit. Now we've got old CDs or DVDs that we're using as the wheels, but of course these would slip and not grip very well when we are racing. So the idea we came up with was to take some balloons and we're going to put those over the CDs, kind of like a tube sock. So we're going to take that and we're just going to stretch it over the edges, and the rubber of the balloon is going to help give us traction so that our cars will drive better and faster. And we're just going to repeat this for all four tires. There we go. So now we've got basically our hubcaps. Those are the circles we cut out of the thinner cardboard, and we're going to glue those into the center of our wheels. And you're going to want to put one on each side, and we're going to do this for each of our wheels. Make sure those holes in the middle are lined up. There we go. Now we're taking some tube. If you don't have tubing for this, you can just use a straw. Paper straw, cardboard straw is fine. It doesn't need to be plastic. And these are going to be little spacers that go on our axles on the inside of our tires to help them spin and not encounter any friction. So we're marking these off. They're about 0.5 centimeters or half a centimeter wide. And now we're using skewers. We've got two different sizes. We've got thicker skewers and skinnier skewers. And the reason for this is we want to use the thicker ones to stretch out the cardboard where our axles are going to go. And then we're going to put the thinner skewers in. This is to ensure that they don't encounter any friction when the axles are turning. So we want to use the bigger skewer to stretch it out, and then we're putting our thinner skewers through the car. So now we need to put on our wheel spacers, and then we're going to use a little bit of the glue gun here and put our wheels into place. So we will be trimming these skewers with some side cutters in a moment, but we're just going to glue that onto the skewer. And now it can be a little easier if you trim these skewers so they're a little shorter. But make sure you sand them off because we don't want any splinters or little bits of wood getting trapped anywhere that could cause friction, which would cause our cars not to drive very well. And now we're going to take some crazy glue and we're going to put the other tire on. Now you want to bring the tires in. You don't want them like super snug, but you don't want them too loose either. So you just want that little bit of play, a little bit of wiggle room there, so that again, there's nothing that's going to interfere with the turning of the axle and the tires. Now using some side cutters, trim off the excess and then put some glue on there to make sure our wheels are nice and secure. And there we go, our wheels on the back end are done. So now we're going to do the front of our car. So we're just going to repeat the same process. We're going to put on the wheel spacer and then use our glue gun, slide that wheel on. There we go, get it into place. Wait a moment just for it to set, and then we're going to finish gluing it in, and then we're going to repeat for the final tire. So wheel spacer on, just a little bit of playroom there. It is easier if you do trim the skewer. You'll see in a moment here we started without trimming and then decided that it really was just easier to trim first. So this is something that you could do ahead of time for your students if it makes it a little easier and get it ready. So again, just sand off, make sure there's no splinters or little bits of wood that might get caught. And then we're just putting on some of the glue gun there and putting it onto our axle. There we go, a little bit of play on that tire. And now we're going to trim off the extra of that skewer and then put another little blob of glue on there just to make sure that those tires are on nice and secure. There we go. Perfect. Our wheels roll really nicely. Now we're going to grab some extra piece of skewer there and we're going to put that into the end here. And then we're going to use the glue gun again just to make sure that that is nice and secure in there. And there we go. We're going to let all of that dry, make sure everything's nice and secure, and we're going to use the zip tie as our anchor point here. And this is when we stretch our elastic band where it's going to attach on the back axle. So just make sure that's on nice and secure. Trim off extra, but don't trim too short. You want to have a little bit of a tail on there that you're able to attach your elastic band to. Now, glue it into place so it's nice and secure. Now we're going to take our elastic bands. If you don't have a long enough elastic band to reach without breaking from the back axle to the front axle, you can loop elastic bands together. So we're going to do a little demonstration here that shows you how you can loop the elastic bands together, just like that. So you put them over top of one another. We'll do it one more time. There's also a diagram on the website demonstrating this. And then you're just going to grab the top and grab the inside of the bottom there and pull, and it's going to loop them together so they're nice and secure. You only need to do this if you need longer elastic bands than what you have. We did have one that fit, so we didn't need to use that for our design here. So there we go. We're going to attach it on that little bar that we added to the front, loop it on, and now we're going to pull it all the way to the back onto that axle and attach it onto the little tail of that zip tie. Now to power our car, you're going to turn the back wheel so that you can see that elastic band winds around the axle. And once you've got it wound up, you're going to let go and vroom, off goes your rubber band powered car. This project is a fantastic STEM project to do with your kids. You can do it in the classroom, homeschool, or club, and compare it with our water-powered car or balloon-powered car to see which one is the fastest. For this and more fun STEM ideas, visit steampoweredfamily.com. Have a great day. Bye for now.